Hello, this is Master Psychic Spirit Walker, your host from Starseed Psychics, and this is our podcast, which is made from our actual blog over at www.starseedpsychics.com. I'm very happy that you're with us today. Now enjoy the next episode of our blog.
The medicine wheel has been used by various Native American clans for well-being and mending. It typifies the four directions as Father Sky, Mother Earth, and Spirit Tree, all of which characterize measurements of well-being and the cycles of life. The medicine wheel can take an extensive variety of structures. It tends to be high-quality art, for example, a vintage object or a painting, or it thoroughly can be a bodily improvement at the land. Hundreds of medicine wheels have been primarily based totally on native grounds all through North America for some centuries. The correct course in the medicine wheel and in Native American administrations is indirect, and regularly in a clockwise, or sunwise heading. This lines up with the forces of nature, for instance, gravity and the rising and setting of the sun. Various gatherings of individuals decipher the medicine wheel as per their own conviction structure. The entirety of the four directions, east, south, west, and north, are commonly addressed by a specific tone, like dark, red, yellow, and white, which a few gatherings accept, represents the diverse human races. The directions can likewise connote stages of life, birth, youth, adult, or elder, death. Seasons of the year, spring, summer, winter, fall. Aspects of life, spiritual, emotional, intellectual, physical. Elements of nature, fire, or sun, air, water, and earth. Animals, eagle, bear, wolf, buffalo, and many others. Ceremonial plants, tobacco, sweetgrass, sage, cedar. When stone medication wheels were first made are still up for conversation, yet some have been dated to 4000 BC, which is where the great Egyptian pyramids were raised. There are recommendations that the bighorn medicine wheel, the greatest and generally settled, could be a large number of years old. The principal name for medication wheels was sacred circles. The articulation medication wheel was created by non-Native Americans considering the bighorn medicine wheel Wyoming, and the greatest in North America, around the turn of the prior century. The wheel is unraveled uncommonly to each culture. The solicitation for the tones isn't comparable in each culture, nor is the attributes, and it is improper to make a wide theory that show that they would all be something similar. At whatever point you see a medication wheel, think about its set of experiences and social importance. The other normal wheel picture is the notable circle apportioned into four freely concealed quadrants. The number 4 has staggering importance in most Aboriginal social orders. The dim, white, red, and yellow medicine wheels, which we, more often than not, find in logos, on drums, or in workmanship, are generally somewhat novel. Certain socially significant animal creatures, being a piece of the customary world, are moreover regularly included. The wheel is various things on various levels, with a wide scope of suggestions and formal importances. Inside the circle are depictions of customary and individual powers, in complete leveling. It breathes life into the ordinary perception that everything is interconnected, associated with the grandiose sum. Learning the wisdom paths assembles awareness of the individual self, and inside the various segments of the wheel, the exercises are layers of data, giving one force over one's life. Learning medicine fosters the understanding we have of ourselves, in this way giving us a more significant view into all life. Learning the will connects us to the earth's influences and powers. We will sort out some way to follow and perceive the normal energies that impact our lives. It's correct to say, the medicine wheels have shape moved into a wide scope of tongues, designs, and interpretations. Like all things, adaptability is the best approach to endurance. There are various uses for the medicine wheel. In any case, the most principal use incorporates furnishing the wheel to address the interrelatedness of life, which is imparted in four directions. At the focal point of the wheel lies what is difficult to understand. Some consider this incredible energy the heavenly, some consider it the universe, extraordinary soul, or awareness notwithstanding. In Native American gatherings it is alluded to as the sacred, or all that at any point has been and all that at any point will exist. As a valuable illustration of how to use the medicine wheel, we will join parts of human intuition which are physical, mental, energetic, and supernatural. We will similarly incorporate the headings of southeast, southwest, northwest, and northeast. While using human points in this wheel, the point of convergence of the will transforms into our sensation of self, or soul. Inside this human will that we are making, Each point of view will be included in the light side of what our character is similar to the dark side. Each heading will give a specific domain that we can focus on for one or the other self-appreciation driven or soul-driven turn of events. If you are to take each of the 4 of the headings into thought, they can give a developmental aid of yourself. Born in the East as a spirit in a body, you travel through the Southeast southward to shape your DNA, heredity, socialization, and the excited and mental marks that make your person. The feelings you're left with, educated limits, and thought systems are what structure the unaware some piece of yourself that is the substance of the Southwest that makes your dream reality. In the West dream reality, we show our internal world in our work, with our family, and with our allies. For a period, we live recklessly until sunset sets in and we begin experiencing an emotional meltdown. The setting of the sun in the West is a preview of profound awakening that outfits us with the opportunity to re-overview our lives, and regardless of whether they are out of balance with our soul. It is in checking out, and with respect to, the awakening measure that we advance northwest toward thought, where we find the rules and laws of karma that we hold inside that have made us show up where we are in this life. It's simply by completing this strategy that we can move toward finding the truth of who we are, fulfillment, and creativity in our lives. By not ignoring the call of the soul in the West, and learning the activities of the North, and making our journey back eastward, we can be progressively changed and tuned into our higher selves, or true nature.
Hello, you have been listening to Starseed Psychics podcast from www.starseedpsychics.com, our website. We thank you very much for tuning in, and we would very much like to have you as a permanent listener, a routine listener. We put every single blog that is written by our expert psychics onto a podcast here on Anchor, and it is available on 6 platforms. We are very much looking for those who want to support us, and that is very possible. With your donations, we can provide even more for our listeners. If you can't do that, we would very much like to have you as a new client over at starseedpsychics.com, where our gifted psychics and spiritual teachers, spiritual analysis, whatnot, we have healers. We'll be able to be there for you anytime you need us. Until next time, this has been Master Psychic Spirit Walker. Have a good night.